Hey, YouTube, Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, Blogger. It's Gina. Um, so I haven't made a video in a couple of weeks, but it's just that a lot has been going on. I took my test last week, Monday, my last GED test. Lord, I don't want to get into that. I felt really confident about it because I've been taking the pre-test and I've been getting above average scores, but when the test actually came, Lord, I don't know what happened. So I'm still waiting for the results on that. Please pray for me for that because it's something that's really important. And if I don't get my GED by my expiration date of May 19th, that means I have to take my test all over again. Not just this one test that has been the fault of why I haven't gotten my GED yet for taking it either. Well, I haven't taken it that many times actually. I've only taken it like two other times. This is my third time taking it. But this is my actual time of like really studying hard and being consistent with going to class and seeing the results of me actually being prepared to take the test. So if I don't pass this time, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. So I'm really gonna need for y'all to pray for me on that. My birthday's coming up, April 10th, and I'm finally gonna be able to go to New York. My income tax money came, and thank God I had been saving prior to that. So I definitely will have money to go to New York or whatever, as long as my friends are still able to go, because I definitely don't want to go by myself. I don't know anything about New York, even though I used to go a lot as a child with my family. Um, Most of my childhood, I went when my parents were together. They had like family friends and shit like that over there, so we visited a lot. But that was years ago, and yeah, so I'm definitely pray for me for that too. That I definitely get the chance to finally enjoy my birthday, because the past couple of birthdays they've just been like, whatever. You wouldn't like, for the fact of how old I am, you would expect it to be like fun when it was just like whatever. So yeah, that's basically all that's been going on, or as far as me and things that I've been planning. But yeah, so anyways, I really have to talk about this because like I just don't understand how you guys approach females. Like, I know there's females who like that hard shit, or them females that may have no respect for themselves or something, or really ghetto, don't care if a nigga says "hey shorty" and shit like that to them or whatever. Um, but I just couldn't believe that this shit happened. So there was this person that has just started working at one of my jobs. Literally, like, this was his second day on the job. I met him the day before or whatever, and he seemed like a really nice, put together guy and everything. But I did notice that he was asking me questions to where it seemed as though he was interested in me. And I'm like, this is your second day, like, on the job. Like, I really hope you ain't that damn stupid to be trying to get at me. Like, for real, for real. Okay. So, I'm sorry. Excuse me if I keep laughing throughout this. I just couldn't believe it. So, yeah, like, he was asking me about if I was in school and shit like that. And I didn't mind it until it got to a point where he was asking me what kind of guys I like and shit like that. And I'm just like, why would you ask me that? You know what I mean? Like, why? I mean, it's clear why, but you know what I mean? You just can't but help and ask yourself why. So I just told him, with me, like, I don't have a specific type. Like, I'll date any race, basically, you know what I mean? As far as the, like, foundation of a dude, just respectful and, you know, very humorous and creative, and it would be nice if he believed in God and shit, because I've grown up believing in God and going to church and everything. And yeah, stuff like that, family oriented and whatnot, blah blah blah. Yeah. So so this day, like, I had a lot on my mind because this day I was thinking about putting in my 2 weeks with this particular job. Mind you, I have two jobs. That's why I'm not trying to be specific on which one I was talking about. Y'all figure it out. Some of y'all already know if you're watching this video. But yeah, so with this particular job, I was deciding on if I wanted to put my 2 weeks in. making that final decision. It's something that I had been thinking about for a while and everything. And it just gotten to the point where I had really been thinking about it a lot recently. I decided to not do it though, but that was just my mind process throughout the day. So basically, my mind was really heavy on that. You know, either putting my 2 weeks in and leave my last week being like April 1st, you know, April Fool's weekend, which is the weekend before my birthday. My birthday's on the 10th, or because obviously I'm not going to be there the weekend of my birthday. I'm not even going to be in the state if everything works out. So it would have to be the weekend before that. Or I just request my birthday weekend off and just, you know, stay with my job until I find something better. And I decided to do that, the second option. I decided to stay with the jobs. But anyways, so I'm clocking out and I'm zoned out. Like I'm in the zone where like I'm zoned out with something really heavy on my mind, but at the same time I'm still aware of the surroundings around me. I'm still aware of what's going on. So the nigga, so the nigga was he comes up behind me and like clocks out or whatever, comes up near me and clocks out at the same station where I clocked out, and he passes me by and says something of the words of "Give me your number," and I'm just like, excuse me. I'm just like, say what, nigga? Like, you know, like, is my nigga serious? Like, you know, what, word, for real? And for the people that know me, y'all would bust out laughing right now like I am. Like, what was he thinking of? Or even if you watch my videos and you get a sense of how my personality is, you know that that shit ain't gonna fly. Like, it just isn't. Now, there's so many things wrong with the fact that he said that to me. For one, the fact that he said, give me your number, almost like saying, give me your wallet. Like, he didn't come off hard like that or whatever. He said it casually, like, give me your number. You know what I mean? But still, like, either way it's put, it's still not right. On top of the fact that you're, like, demanding and not even asking, on top of the fact that this is your second day on the job, what makes you think I'm even going to give you my number? What makes you think I'm interested? Like, what was going on through this nigga's head is what I want to know. Like, what was going on through this nigga's head? That he just thought that shit was gonna fly, that he was just that fly of a motherfucker, that shit was just gonna be all cool. And it's like, even if you was fucking Chris Brown, I would still be like, nigga, is you serious? Like, for real, like, excuse me, like, maybe if he was Chris Brown or somebody, like, good looking or whatever, I would still joke around and be like laughing at him, like, are you for real and shit like that. But I'd probably still, whatever. You get what I'm saying, basically. Like, either way it goes, like, I would still be like, what the fuck are you on, basically. So I didn't even respond, yo. I didn't even respond when I heard him say that, because I was already zoned out and shit. I knew what he said, but I was zoned out. So while I'm sitting, all the process that was going on through my mind was, you know, okay, should I quit? Should I not? Give me your number. What? Like, it just like interrupted my thoughts like a record broke. Like, what? Excuse me? So I didn't even respond to him or anything like that. And he came back like a second later and asked me if I heard what he said. And he like tried to look at me like seductively, basically like, you heard what I said? And I'm like, yeah, but my head's in a different space right now, so yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry, my mind is in a totally different space right now. I'm like thinking about other things or whatever. And he said, and basically he got the hint. He was like, oh, all right, I feel you. Like, hopefully, maybe he took it as, you know, I wasn't interested or whatever. I got a lot of shit going on with me, fuck off, or whatever, or I don't know. So, I mean, when I heard him say that, like, all I could think of was, wow, this nigga's really full of himself, though. Like he said that like as if like he knew I was gonna give him my number. Like I'm sorry, I didn't know having friendly conversation with somebody means that I'm interested. Maybe I should just not be nice anymore. Maybe I should just be fucking rude. Like, excuse me, nigga, I'm trying to work. Goodbye. Like, I don't know. Like, should I be rude? Like, I don't. Guys, you cannot be approaching females like this. Like, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what goes on through your head, but this shit ain't right. It's not right. It's not cute. No. Like, there's nothing I hate more than somebody that's so full of themselves and disrespectful. Like, for real. There was just so many combinations of wrong in the fact that he said that. Like, this is your second day on the job. I don't know you from a hole in the wall. You don't know me from a hole in the wall or whatever. Why? Like, and I mean, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm not full of myself at all. Like, trust me. You know, like I have my days where I feel confident or whatever, and then I have my other days where I'm like, oh, I don't look that cute, or like I hate the fact that nobody's asking me to dance at this club slash party right now or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I definitely have my certain days where I have low self esteem, and I have my other days where I'm confident. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely not perfect. I'm definitely not full of myself or whatever. I'm definitely not like an overall totally confident person. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like I still know my worth at the end of the day, and there's no in fuck that shit was gonna happen. But my whole point is like by me saying that, what I'm trying to say is I'm not the type of female that has ever been the type that guys would like always hit on. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of female that niggas always hit on. I'm not the type of female that is always talking to a dude or always dating somebody or whatever. It's been like shit. I'm sorry. It's been like maybe like 2 years since I talked to somebody. And about shit. Maybe okay, it's been 2 years since I talked to somebody, and about almost 3 years. Yeah, it's been almost 2 years since I talked to somebody, and almost 3 years since I've actually been in a relationship. So basically, like I've said before, I'm slacking on my macking. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't want to settle or whatever, and at the same time it's like I'm not really getting approached. So I hate when like when I am finally approached by dudes, like they don't come at me correct. They don't look correct. It's like, what am I doing wrong, Lord? Like, give me the answers, Jesus. What is going on? Like, I can't, why? I don't know. I don't. I don't know. And I've gotten for some people like, you seem like you're stuck up or whatever. You got that stank face on your face sometimes or whatever. And sometimes I know I have stank faces on my face when I'm like in my own headspace, like zoned out thinking about something. You know what I mean? I just happen to have the stank face. My thinking face is my stank face. Whatever. um, so yeah, like I guess sometimes like I don't seem approachable or whatever. I seem like I'm full of myself to some people, they said, or I seem like someone who's really confident, so they don't feel confident within themselves to really approach me and shit. I don't know. But yeah, so I just getting back to the point. Fellas, please do not do this. Like, if you want to get a lady's attention, you need to approach them respectfully. You need to not seem so full of yourself, but at the same time, you need to seem confident. And make sure your appearance is correct. Now, I'm not just talking about the fact of you being attractive or whatever, but make sure you're looking together. Like, don't be a scrub trying to holler at somebody who you would consider a dime. Like, it's like, I don't know, do you look like fucking what's that nigga's name? I'm trying to think. Do you look like Flavor Flav and in your mind think you look like Shamar Moore or something? Like, I don't know. I don't know know what's going on in your head. But you gotta make sure that if you approach a female that your shit is together, you have clean clothes, your hair is fucking combed, you ain't got no nigga naps going on. You gotta make sure that you approach her respectfully, you know, hi, how are you doing today? Stuff like that or whatever. You know, make small conversation, do stuff like that. You know what I mean? And if she seems like she doesn't want to be bothered, but even if you're being nice, then just still step off anyways. You know what I mean? Don't press the situation. That's all I gotta say, man. I just really had to address that because this is something that I've always had an issue with, of how guys approach females, and I know a lot of females can feel me on this. A lot of dudes who respect females and how they approach them can feel me on this or whatever, and I just feel like talking about that really quick. So yeah, just tell me your thoughts or your own experiences of some funny things of how guys have approached you or whatever, and just let me know. Like, I've definitely had worse situations like this. Like, I remember one time walking with my best friend a few years back, and some guys were hollering like, hey, 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 like, for real, like, getting really fucking upset, and we were like, oh my god, like, is this shit happening? We were all street walking off and shit, because we were scared. Like, you can't do that type of shit, yo. What is wrong with y'all dudes? I can't. Please. So yeah, just tell me your stories about, you know, your worst experiences of a guy hitting on you or approaching you and trying to get at you, and your best experiences of that. I'd really love to hear those stories or whatever. Inbox me or whatever, or reply to it in a comment, rate and all that. And or maybe even do a video response. That would be nice too. But alright, this video is too damn long. They should have never gave me the fucking internet, because ever since they said we could do 15 minutes or more on a video, now I've been doing like 15 minutes or more on videos. Straight tripping. I need to go to sleep anyways. Bye guys.